just tried to do this episode, another episode, but something happened. So, what this whole point of this is, so after the division round is played, we go to the conference round, and after those two games are played, the Super Bowl on this series will be simulated. We'll just do commentary. So yeah, let's get to this game.
Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver.
As you guys know, the Falcons had their last season
that agile
in there. So this is the last season inside the Georgia Dome. They have a new stadium.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
So that's good. I'm gonna go blitz.
Three and out, a real danger here.
Yeah, so they have a new stadium. I don't know what it is or what it's called, but this is their last stadium.
On third down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks, and they bring this one back.
Turnover.
And a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up.
That's there, right, my friend?
Yeah,
that was good.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Already. That blitz work out after.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's
2 turnovers already.
These guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, we can easily say what a start defensively. First quarter, and the defense already got in the lead before they even stepped on the field. And now they come up with an interception on the very first play they're out there. If they can turn this into points, that would be an absolute dream start to this game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Knocked the ball out.
To open things up. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
But as you said, incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. This from 54 yards away. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence.
Oh, barely. It actually got through.
In there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
So, good start for us.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
In Week 14, Devontae Freeman had 6 carries for 6 yards. You think he spent a long week burning for more carries and a chance to redeem himself a little bit?
He got it. What do you have in Week 15? 20 for 139, I think.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
He actually had a fumble on the goal line early in the game and was very upset thinking he may not get the same number of carries that Tevin Coleman would get them, but he bounced back with a vengeance, and boy, did he run angry.
They call it a get-right game. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they have possession. at the 38-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Oh
and
my!
Boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction
easy.
sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to launch this. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Freeman again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible.
All right, so
there are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And here come the Seahawks. They won the NFC West, wrapping it up in Week 15. They've won it 4 out of the last 5 years, Charles. And what New England has been able to do has dwarfed everything else. But that's a pretty good run out west, is it not?
It's a fantastic run because, remember, we were talking about the NFC West being the most competitive division in football for about a 3-year stretch there.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown,
that was a nice
Seattle.
play action.
Doug Baldwin, 74 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
10 minutes. 10-minute quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
After this game is over, if it's way too much of a lead,
Falcons. And that last
then we're
drive,
end it in one
long
of the
drive, but not
AFC.
just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first.
You know what? I'm done. This kind of game gets boring really quickly. So we'll just do the AFC. I really think Seahawks are going to beat Atlanta. But, comment on one of my videos. Who do you think? See ya. We'll do the Patriots versus Texans. We're so Kansas City. We'll do Kansas City. And that's at 1 o'clock, so we'll do that, yeah. This is gonna be 10-minute quarters for sure. And yeah, let's do it. I'm tired, like, I don't know what I'm tired today. So I'm back.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Kansas City taking the field, led by Alex Smith. Smith, who is on his way to his...
Andy Reid's offense, Andy Reid's system, and Alex Smith fits it very well.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's been a heck of a year in Kansas City for running backs because Jamal Charles, who naturally would be the lead back there or just about anywhere else he would like to expect due to injury, but Spencer Ware has jumped in.
The ball popped in
Oh,
the air,
nice.
intercepted.
Sit
Picked
them,
off by
Pat.
Ryan
Sit
Shazier.
and intercept.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Go 4 verticals. We'll go. Yeah, we'll see each other.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken
Okay.
down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. A guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love... Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wow. Good ball.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
We're going trying to just like where we can actually get some good plays on here.
Second down now after the pass completion.
I'm going to show you guys my plays too.
They'll come out in the pistol.
We'll go green.
Then to throw again. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
You don't want to go long because we're going to risk an interception.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Okay, give me that stat on Antonio Brown that we dug up before the game.
You mean that stat about how many catches over a 4-year period, that maybe he would be the #1 guy in the NFL if he passed Marvin Harrison, the recent Hall of Famer?
Yeah, it's going to be a
469, right?
Yeah, he got it done.
That's the reception number over a 4-year span.
He got it done even though he only had 3 catches in the game in Cincinnati. But let's face it, if he only gets 3 in one game, look out in the next one.
Mesh.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Yeah, we'll go. Okay.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. They'll tussle for it, and this is
Nice.
going to be caught.
We're going to go.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Still second down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in.
Yes.
Touchdown, Steelers.
So I want to go all short so we actually got something
A
on it.
1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. 12 yards.
It might go longer than next drive, but I wanted to go
How many times do we say in this
that
game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. James Harrison, the veteran, in on the stop. Third down and 8 now. Throwing on third down, Smith. And incomplete here on third down.
Look at that flip though, that was fun.
Whenever I say an in route dropped, as we just saw,
so they're gonna have to punt it off, so we have a chance to
in the
take
back
the lead.
of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory.
That was a nice throw.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches.
Oh, and it was
sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender.
We're going to try rushing.
He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
That's good.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they
I
didn't get
missed
in.
a bad
And for the
lead.
successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
You're pretty okay.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Hang on, guys. Okay, I was on my phone checking something. So yeah.
And no run back here. This
So we're
will be
winning
a touchback,
10-7.
and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good one.
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Nice sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Smith. They complete it to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
With it is Brown. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
Should we go long again?
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes.
Into a double team.
I was under pressure.
Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahale. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And
under
here
pressure.
comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They run it here. Where? And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Yes.
Really well done.
Chris
3rd
Conley,
and
the
2. They're
intended
gonna go for
receiver.
field goal maybe.
And it's 3rd and short.
But I highly doubt they're gonna get.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Smith. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Let's go in
Almost
there.
as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
Boom.
He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A very solid gain of 27.
I'm just gonna go short for the rest.
Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick in the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
So many times when I've been working with you, you've talked about a quarterback dropping it in the bucket on a deep pass.
Oh, boy.
You know where I'm going, right?
I know where you're going.
Ezekiel dropped his body into the bucket. It was his charity bucket behind the end zone against Tampa Bay after scoring a touchdown. How cool was that?
I thought it was one of the greatest celebrations for a touchdown I've ever seen. And you know what? It's a good charity. Money going to feed families during the holiday season.
Yes.
And the numbers have shown that jump into the bucket has helped the bigger jump into the bucket to feed those families. So very cool. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just been a great game.
Well, partner, I
Good
think the
stats
defensive
for both.
fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Bell, and he
Nice.
picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get
Nice
6
rush.
on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We're gonna try
Everyone
to
understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Bell, of course, missed the first few games of the season, but still top 5 in the league in rushing. Was, though, held under 100 in Week 15.
Well, he probably used a lot of that in Week 14 at Buffalo when he ran for 236 yards.
I think he's still running against Buffalo.
So he probably left a little behind, but what a matchup issue he is for any defense because of his ability to split out from the backfield and catch the football as well.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered.
And caught in the
Nice.
end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside
Right
for the
on
catch
target.
and the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get
That's
it
good.
at
We're
the
actually
25.
doing pretty good.
And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than
Do
done.
cover
It
for
is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that is incomplete
Oh, my.
here. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
from the gun on third down. Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
So we're actually doing pretty good.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. Look at the spin. Balance.
That was an awesome juke.
Go as a
Perfect
39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show.
Groove here this go around. All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think that youth will be served for Dallas. And what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are giving them, I think the rest of the team is feeding off of it.
One team I didn't mention maybe that could make some noise. Who?
I would say Green Bay, because they still have a chance to win the NFC North in a showdown possibly with Detroit in the final week of the season.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a...
Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second
Don't
half.
do a bullet pass.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 50 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Yeah, I want Brown
I'd love
to
to
get
sit
touchdown.
down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to us.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Yeah, there's Brown.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers.
Did he go for the 2?
Antonio Brown from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hey, let's go now. Got three.
Roethlisberger looking to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second and 10, Smith again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Throwing on third down, Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Steelers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that
if we get another
here
touchdown,
for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop him from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 42 yards. So the Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown, making a nice catch.
And eating up a nice chunk of yardage as well. And how about how he ended the play? Being the guy that makes the catch over a defender to finish things off. He really competes for the football well.
Green with a catch left side. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. He's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Xavier Grimble from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's...
So yeah, guys, that's gonna end it right there. I mean, both games were long, but we did it. We got the victory. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm just really tired today. Thank you guys for your love and support on this channel. I'm giving a shout out in this video to Zach. His YouTube channel is Pretty Boy Zach. Go subscribe to his channel. He's almost to 100. Go give him that love and support. Go bring him to 100. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Smash the like button down below. Smash the comment section down below. Running Beast, everyday Beast, every day, every week, every month. Beast out.